Peace be upon you, and God's mercy and blessings. How are you all doing? I hope you're doing well and in the best of health. Today's topic requires a lot of focus. How many people have worked at a place where they put in years of time and effort, but no one appreciated them, and they eventually left? Many of you become depressed at first. Then you decide to find another job, succeed, get great opportunities, and eventually say to yourself, "My old company regrets losing me now. My former co-workers wish they had my salary. They wish they were like me. Finally, I got justice. I finally got what I deserved." We've all seen these movie-like stories. Or imagine two people who broke up, and one of them was clearly wronged. Then, after some time, the one who caused the harm ends up miserable and begging in the streets, while the victim becomes rich, happily married, and looks at their former partner with a sense of victory and power, thinking, "If you hadn't left me, you wouldn't have ended up like this." Many people think this way, don't they? This desire for revenge after being wronged is one of the most difficult forms of attachment. It can be even more dangerous than unhealthy emotional attachment in love. It can drag you down to one of the lowest levels of consciousness: shame. You might ask, why is this attachment? I'm the one who was wronged. They're the ones who didn't appreciate me. Let's understand it step by step. Yes, you experienced injustice through rejection or abandonment. That happened, and we all acknowledge it. But true awareness means realizing that this is something you will inevitably face in life. You will always encounter people who dislike you no matter what you do. Sometimes, the good you do actually annoys them. They may even see your kindness as something negative. Childish thinking, however, says, if someone rejects me while I'm a good person, then they must be evil. That is childish consciousness, and it doesn't help us at all. This mindset becomes rooted in your mind, convincing you that because you're good, you should never be rejected. And if someone does reject you, then they are the bad one, and they must eventually regret it. They must suffer. You have to become better than them. The moment you begin thinking this way, you attract what I call the karma of rejection. What happens then? You become attached to revenge. You carry the shame caused by rejection and spend your entire life trying to transfer that shame onto those who hurt you. You think, I'll become successful. I'll become better than them. Then they'll regret rejecting me. But the truth is, no one who follows this path ever finds peace. And honestly, this rarely happens in real life. People are usually not watching you with regret or envy the way movies portray it, because you're pursuing success with a spirit of revenge. A revenge-driven mindset doesn't attract admiration or the dramatic reactions you imagine. Even if you become successful, you'll still feel inferior inside. The shame remains. Eventually, the success itself may slip away. Why? Because of the karma of rejection. Without realizing it, you've placed yourself in the position of believing, I should never be rejected, no matter what your flaws are. One of the tricks of your ego, or what he refers to as your inner companion carrying your pain, is that it convinces you to worship yourself while also making you worship those who wronged you without realizing it. How? First, you believe you're so important that rejection should never happen to you. Then, at the same time, you become obsessed with those who rejected you. You keep waiting for their approval. You hope they'll become like you, admire you, or come back to you. But think about it. Didn't you already believe you were better than them? Didn't you believe you did your best? If they didn't recognize your worth, then Why do you think becoming richer or more successful will suddenly change their thinking? Is it really about money or status? Or is it simply that you weren't compatible? Perhaps those people were only teachers sent to teach you a painful lesson. Do you know what your refusal to accept their rejection actually means? It means you've attracted more rejection into your life. Why? Because deep down, you weren't truly convinced of your own goodness or the value of your work. You were waiting for validation from other people. Since this energy comes from a lack of self-worth, inferiority, and shame, you're constantly searching for proof of your value from outside yourself. You don't recognize your own worth internally. As a result, people don't truly give you the validation you're seeking. People treat you the way you treat yourself inside. They respond to how you see yourself. Unfortunately, because of your inner wounds, you interpret their behavior as injustice, which awakens feelings of inferiority and shame. Those feelings then fuel your desire for revenge. You begin imagining those movie scenes again. But in reality, because of this rejection mindset, you'll continue attracting people who reject you. You'll constantly feel like you're being fought against, no matter how excellent your work actually is. Now here's an important question. Can someone who struggles with feelings of inferiority, shame, and low self-worth still become successful and wealthy? Yes. If they work hard and take the practical steps required for success, they certainly can. So why do positive emotions matter? For two reasons. First, they allow you to actually enjoy your success. You experience strength and fulfillment because your success comes from self-love, not from waiting for other people to applaud you or admire you. Second, positive emotions help your success last. Because if you never develop your own inner sense of worth, you'll always need people to flatter you, encourage you, or become new targets onto whom you project your unresolved feelings. Both of these habits eventually destroy success, no matter how high someone climbs. That's why I find videos titled things like, "How to Make the Narcissist Suffer After Leaving You," "How to Get Revenge on Your Narcissistic Friend After They Ruined Your Life." Strange. My dear friends, that's still attachment. It's unhealthy attachment. You've imprisoned your own body and soul. You've handed yourself over to the very people you want revenge on. The emotional chains between you only become stronger. Sometimes, those same people may even return to your life and hurt you again. Or you'll simply attract even more painful patterns of rejection. So why choose that? A truly aware person responds differently. They think, I was rejected, that's okay. Some people will reject me, others will accept me. I learned something from that job, or from that experience. I'll move on, keep learning, and succeed somewhere else. Life is made of lessons and tests. Those who rejected me were simply teachers who brought me an important lesson. Or perhaps I was trying to succeed on the wrong path, and rejection came as a warning to redirect me. I accept it as a valuable lesson. I thank God for it. And I move on. After all, why should you believe you should never be rejected? Even God's messengers and prophets were rejected. Some people even reject belief in God Himself. Why should everyone agree with you or love you? You might say, but I'm doing the right thing. I'm following the rules. The prophets were far more righteous than any of us, yet they were still rejected. Some were even killed. So let go of the pride that says, I should never be rejected because I did everything right. That is the same arrogance that led Satan to believe he was better than Adam because of his worship, refusing to bow, believing he should never be rejected. That arrogance caused him to be cast out and cursed. Someone might ask, so do emotionally aware people always feel positive? Don't they ever feel hurt or oppressed? Of course they do. The difference is that they know how to lead their emotions. When something happens, they first ask themselves, do I need to express these feelings? Is this situation worth allowing it to steal my emotional energy and disturb my inner peace? Or, can I understand it, deal with it wisely, and learn the lesson? Even when they expressed painful emotions, they do so with the intention of releasing them, not feeding resentment, regret, or revenge. Don't worship yourself. Don't derive your value from other people. Even if your work is excellent, let it be done sincerely for the sake of God, not to prove yourself or impress others. With that, we've reached the end of today's episode. May God keep you well. Peace be upon you and God's mercy and blessings.